guys, Corey here from Well Beauty Blog. Today I'm going to be showing you two holiday looks. One is for Christmas or Christmas Eve, which is a little bit more of a subdued look. And then the second one is for New Year's Eve for a night on the town, or maybe you have a New Year's Eve party to go to. So I'm going to show you a smoky look. So right now all I have on is some mascara and my brows and foundation. And I always get a lot of people asking me what foundation I wear. So it does change from time to time, but my go-to and what I'm wearing today is Jane Iredale's BB Cream and BB3. I could wear BB1, but I just like BB3. It's a little bit more peachy, but I could wear one if you have more of like an ashy, very neutral tone, very pale. You could wear one. If you want something a little bit more peachy, I'd go with 3. And then I always have their primer on. I really like their primer. I also have primer on my eyes. I wear Tarte's Clean Slate. I really like it. I've been looking for something a little bit more green and natural, but I've yet to find one that works really well. So right now I'm using Tarte's Clean Slate, and that's what I'll use until I find something a little bit more natural. So let's see, where should I get started? So let's get started on the eyes. So it is gonna be a more subdued look. So I'm gonna keep the eyes pretty natural. I am using Jane Iredale's Smoke in Your Eyes. Is that what it's? Smoke Gets in Your Eyes palette. I really like this palette. Let me show you. I'm gonna cover up the mirror so you don't get a nice little reflection of yourself, or of the, not yourself, of the camera. So it has a couple nice neutral colors, and then the colors tend to be a little bit more pinky purple, which is kind of nice because I feel a lot of times for smoky palettes it ends up being very gray, or a lot of times it's brown. So it's kind of nice that it's a little bit different than what you usually find. So I'm going to use just the light colors though. So I'm going to use the lightest pink, and let's see here. Actually, I'm going to use the all over brush. So I'm using Jane Iredale's Deluxe Shader. So it holds quite a bit, and I'm just tapping off the excess. There's a lot of pigment to these, and I find when just by tapping with the brushes pick up so much that you don't want it, you know, going everywhere. So I always make sure to tap off the excess. So just a nice soft pinky color. Just gonna put this all over, and what I'm really gonna focus on are my cheeks and my lips for the Christmas look. You know, usually the Christmas parties are before Christmas. On Christmas Day, I tend to go, you know, pretty neutral, pretty family friendly, nothing too crazy. New Year's Eve is when it's time to party. Okay, so I have the pink all over. What's that? I got a little something right there. So then what I'm going to do is take the Alima Pure, let's see, which is this? This is 36, and this is more of like a crease brush. And I'm going to dip it in, let me show you the color. So I did the light pink, and now I'm going to do that gold on the end, and it does have a little bit of sparkle in it. And it is more like a glitter sparkle. It's a real, sometimes the shadows can be kind of shimmery, but this one actually has like glitter sparkle. But it's the holidays, let's sparkle. And I'm gonna put that right in my crease just to kind of open up my eyes, make them a little bit brighter. You could do this all over. It's a little yellow for me personally as an all over, but I really like it more as a highlighter. So you could also do it just along the crease. Here, I'll show you. Let's do it. Let's be crazy. So I'll show it, kind of start blending in. So it's a little yellow, but it's a really nice kind of, well, I shouldn't say yellow. It's more of a gold color. So it's really nice. And you can kind of see, I don't know if you can see some of the glitter sparkles, which is just really nice for the holidays. Oh, and I even got some sparkles going everywhere. Okay. So now I'm going to take, actually I'm going to take the brush that's in this set because I'm going to do just my crease, and I kind of have smaller eyes, so sometimes even these big crease brushes are a little too big for me. And I'm going to do the second color in, which is sort of this neutral mauve-y color, I guess. And I'm just tapping the excess off. And it's a little bit darker if you, you know, put it just by itself. Because I already did the light color, it's not showing up quite as dark, but that's okay because we can build. And I'm not going for a strong look right now for eyes. But I will show you a really pretty smoky one using all these colors in just a bit. Yeah, I really like this color. You know, it's actually more of a matte color, and I usually just try and connect it here in the corner a little bit and then bring it over. And I usually don't go for mattes. I usually go for shimmery because sometimes matte can be matte. You know, I don't know any other way of saying it. It can be very flat. How about that? It can be very flat, and I don't really like flat colors, but I really like these matte colors. They're really nice, very sophisticated. I don't really find them flat at all. They're just not shimmery, except for that last one, which is, you know, kind of in your face glitter, which is fun. Okay, so this is it. This is all I'm doing for my eyes as far as shadow goes, because this is Christmas, you know, I'm gonna keep it a little bit more subdued. And I have Alima Pure's eyeliner in coffee. I think they just came out with newer colors. I haven't tried them yet, but I have the coffee and I really like it. So I'm just gonna put it on the top just for a little extra something, something. Kind of open up my eyes a little bit. And the nice thing about this pencil is liners actually like lasts all day. I'm really impressed with how long it lasts. Okay, so that just kind of opens up my eyes a little bit. Now I'm going to do my cheeks, and I have been using this blush. It's called L'Eclisse. I think that's how you pronounce it. L'Eclisse, L'Eclisse. I feel very French. It comes in a really nice compact, also with a mirror. And it's just a nice pink, neutral pink. I usually don't tend to like things that are too like baby pinkish. It makes me look kind of like a doll, and I don't need any help with that. I already have a young face. The thing I will tell you about this blush is it is really pigmented, very pigmented. It's probably one of the most pigmented blushes I've ever used. So I just use the tiniest little bit and then blend it because I'm just amazed at how much pigment's in this thing. One of these little containers will last forever. So this is Alima Pure's blush brush. This is sort of my go-to blush brush. I think it's 17, and it's really worn. Like, you can even see the little logos kind of wearing off because I use this every day. So I'm just doing just the tiniest little tap and then putting it on my cheek. So as you can see, I barely tapped it and I already have all this pink. So just little tiny tap, look at, that's it. Doesn't look like much, but on my fair skin, it just shows up. So I'm kind of going for that wintry, you know, it's kind of cold outside and let's all be inside for Christmas. And I always do a fake smile when I put on blush because I like to get my cheekbones. And my cheekbones only seem to come out when I'm smiling. Okay, so let's see, that'll probably calm down. My face always turns a little red when I first put on blush. And then lastly, oh no, not lastly, so then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put on a little bit of Luna, also Alima Pure. I feel like today is all about Alima Pure and Jane Iredale. A little bit of their Luna, which is their highlighting powder, because it's the holidays and I just really love to sparkle along around the holidays. So I'm gonna put it just on my upper cheekbones. I'm not gonna go too crazy with it. It just has a really nice shimmer. So I just have the cap here and I'm just swirling it. And I have, oh, what brush is this? This is Bdellium Tools 980. I really like this for bronzer, for highlighter, and for all over powder. I'm actually gonna do all over powder in just a second because, of course, for the holidays, there's always lots of pictures and you never wanna be shiny in your pictures, so you gotta do all over powder. And I really like this Bdellium Tools. It's a really big brush. So that just adds just a little shimmer. It'll just kind of catch the light at certain angles. Of course, you can apply it more heavily if you want to. You could even, if you really wanted to put it heavy, you could even use your finger and go along here. You can do the bridge of your nose. You could even do like under your eyes. Ooh, maybe we'll do that for the New Year's look. I just gave myself an idea. All right, so for the finishing powder, I'm gonna use Au Naturel's finishing powder. I love their finishing powder. I think it's one of the most finely milled finishing powders I've used. It's just awesome, and it completely blurs. You know, you always read the description, it blurs imperfections, and I kind of wonder, like, does it really blur imperfections? But I swear this does. Especially, I get kind of oily on my forehead and nose, so I always like to put some powder, kind of just keep it a little bit more matte, mostly for pictures. So lastly now is actually Pacifica. It's one of their lipsticks. So I first got one, and I think it was in one of the beauty boxes, maybe Petite Four, I can't remember now. And it was a nude color, and I loved it. It was so moisturizing. So I was like, I need to try their other lipsticks. And this one is Firebird, and I thought it would be a really bright red, and it's more of a soft corally red, which I actually like more because it's a little bit more versatile. So I'll stop talking and I'll show you. So this is just one swipe, and it's a little bit soft. I could keep applying more and more to really bring out the red, but I like it. It's just kind of this soft coral red, super versatile. You could wear this at night or during the day. I'll put on a little bit more just because, you know, I'm keeping more of a subdued eye so I can really bring out my cheeks and my lips. So I love this color. So yeah, and so this is the look I have for Christmas. I love red lips for Christmas, and I love this coral red color. It's not too like crazier in your face, and sometimes some of those really bright reds, I always worry about when it starts coming off, am I gonna get that red line? So since it's a little bit more subdued, it wears really nicely, and I have my nice cheeks. Yep, I think the blush is good, the eyes are good. I am ready for Christmas, right? But now it's New Year's, and we want to party it up for New Year's. So what I'm going to do is actually just take off my eyeshadow and then start over just to show you the New Year's look. I actually have these Natricare cleansing cloths that they just came out with, which I don't know if you've seen these in the different stores. I actually used their feminine products, and they came out with these cleansing cloths, and they work really well. They're pretty nice. I don't use them for like washing my face at night. I really like using a face wash, but they're really good for like eye makeup or for spot, you know, taking off just certain areas. And theoretically, I could just build off of the previous look because it was so subdued, but I'll start from scratch and we'll just pretend that it's now New Year's. And I'm not gonna worry about the eyeliner because with a smoky eye, I'll definitely just be covering that up. And also, I never recommend doing bright lips with smoky eyes because there's just, if Jen were here, she would say you only want one party on your face. So either the party is going to be your eyes, your lips, or your cheeks. You never want more than one party. So because the party is going to be our eyes, we are not going to have a party on our lips. So this is a little too bold for a smoky eye look. So I'm just going to take off the lipstick. All done. Okay, so now I'm ready set. So I'm gonna actually put the Tarte primer back on since I took it off when I took off the eyeshadow. And it doesn't take very much to cover your whole eye. Okay, so now I have the primer, and I'm just gonna go ahead and leave my cheeks as is. I probably would have it not quite as bright when I was going out, but you know, that's all right. I'll just keep it as is. I'm too lazy to try and take that off and then re-put on my makeup. So let's get started. So what I'm going to do is I'm gonna take that Deluxe Shader brush again, and I'm going to take that light pink color and put that all over again. And what I'm doing is just gently pressing into the pigment rather than swiping, because I think swiping you can get too much and then you're more likely to get fallout. So I just press it and then tap it on. So now I'm going to take Alima's crease brush, the number 36, and I'm going to do that tannish, or not tan, the kind of mauve-ish color. It's kind of an interesting color. I don't know quite what I would call it. I'm gonna go with mauve. And I'm going to put that in the crease. And I'm gonna go a little bit higher than I did last time because we're going for a more daring makeup look. Okay, so now I have not showed off the dark purple. So I'm actually going to take the little brush that's included, and I'm going to take the dark purple, tap off the excess because you definitely don't want fallout from this color going everywhere. And I'm going to put it in the crease, and then I'm going to bring it down to the sides. Okay, so now I have the dark purple. Let's see, let me just smooth that little area. Okay, now I'm going to take the Magic Wand brush, which I don't know if they even sell anymore, but I swear I love this little snappy wand brush. And they have a smudge brush, and this is, out of all my brushes, I'm telling you, I love this little smudge brush, and I've yet to find one I like as much in full size. So I still use the snappy wand brush because I really like this little smudge. You might be able to find it on eBay or something. It was part of their holiday collection a year ago. So I'm gonna take this and I'm just gonna go over where the eyeliner was. Now, if I didn't have eyeliner on, you could have eyeliner or you could use this purple. They also have a black I'm gonna show you, but I kind of want the purple to be a little bit smudgier, and I'm just gonna use the black as an eyeliner. Now, I am really fair, so I cannot pull off having black as a smudge color. I do know that there are a lot of women that can, that are a little bit more darker skin toned. I can't. I tried ones and I just look gothic, so I stay away from black as a smudge, but I do like it for eyeliner. So then I'm gonna take this, I'm gonna put it underneath as well. I like this purple because it's a cooler toned purple. Sometimes with red tone purples, I can't wear it under my eyes because, and if you hear it, that's me tapping off the excess. I can't wear red tone purples underneath my eyes because it can make me look really tired. For some reason, red, it just doesn't quite work well, but I love this purple because it's not really red toned at all. It's cool, it's more blue toned, so it works really well. I just kind of connect the two. So I could leave it at this. I think this looks really nice. But let's be crazy, right? It's New Year's Eve. Let's bring in 2015 with a bang. So I have a Lima's 33 angled eyeliner. You could use a straight eyeliner. I like angled, it's personal preference. Because black, and this is, even though it's pressed, you can always get fallout with powder eyeshadow, especially when using it as an eyeliner. So just to minimize any chance of fallout, I'm actually gonna wet the brush, then swipe it in the black. So I have a little thing of water here with me. So I just put it in some water. I'm just gonna squeeze out the excess because it doesn't need to be dripping. And then I'm gonna put it in the black. I'm still gonna tap just to be safe. And then I'll apply. And you could theoretically do this before, I'm gonna wet it again for the other eye. You could have done this before the purple and then built the purple off of the black. It's really personal preference. So I put it back in the water, squeezed out the excess, put it in the black. I'm gonna do the other eye. And I think that adds just a little bit of something. You could do the same underneath. I like the purple underneath. It's really personal preference. And just to show you again the colors. So these are the colors I've been using. So this is the black. It does have some sparkle in it, but not quite like the gold. And then that dark purple. It's a really nice palette. I don't know if they have the colors back here. It's aubergine and sizzle. Ooh, sizzle. I don't know if I'd consider sizzle a black color, but why not? So let's see, I think my eyes are done, my cheeks are already done, and oh, and then I just realized I didn't tell you the color. This is Pink Sapphire, the blush I use, the Le Clis, the French makes me sound very fancy, is Pink Sapphire color. I really like this blush, and I love the compact, it's really pretty. So what I'm going to do, because I already have dark eyes and I never like to have two parties on my face, there's only one party on my face and right now that's my eyes. So I'm going to actually use a nude lip, even though I really love this Pacifica Firebird. I'm going to do a nude lip. So I have Kaylee, is it Kaylee? Yes. I have Kaylee, which is also by Jane Iredale, and I'm going to use it because it's more of a nude color. So it's a little darker than my natural lips, but it's not necessarily like a red or anything that will compete. I then have Nectar lip gloss, so I'm gonna put some Nectar over it, which is also a nude. And you know what? It's New Year's. Let's be crazy. Let's put on some of that Luna I was talking about. What did I do with that? Here it is. So I'm going to put on a little bit more of the Luna just to give myself a nice little sparkle. So I don't know if you can see when I put that on, you can see it much more now. It kind of has a gold shimmer. I really like Luna. And then what you can also do is I'm just going to put some on my finger, swirl it like I would a brush. I'm just going to put it right down my nose. So if you can kind of see it, kind of adds a little shimmer to my nose. I'm then going to put it on my upper brows. So it kind of gives my eyes a little bit of a shimmer. And I am set. I'm glowing, I'm sparkling, I am ready to bring in 2015. So thanks so much for watching, and I hope you guys have a great holiday and Happy New Year.